Welcome in and welcome back to Polite for What. I'm your host, Rhea. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way we can get back in this algorithm. I know we be popping in and out on y'all, every now and then, but we gotta come bring you some cowboy updates, some NFL news, see what y'all been having going on. When you see me and my brother on here, y'all know we finna get ready to talk some noise. Of course, like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I know we ain't been here in a long time, but welcome back. We gonna get it right. I promise. I got a whole lot more time to dedicate to my YouTube channel, so y'all will be seeing a whole lot more of me. But what's up, brother? How you feeling today?
Oh man, hey little sis, I'm feeling good, but look, I got my coffee, I'm juiced up.
Okay, coffee.
Yeah, I'm about to be up all night, man.
My boy trying to get his caffeine rush. I feel
Yeah, man, shit.
that.
Yeah, I need that.
But all right, y'all. Like I said, today we're gonna pretty much cover the Cowboys mini camp. And for those of you don't know, it is mandatory. Mini camp has been 3 days so far. I think today was pretty much the last day. They pretty much concluded what was gonna be going on. So we're gonna talk about that. And then of course, like I said, we're gonna talk about some NFL news. I have a few things that I want to talk about, and I think my brother probably gonna want to talk about this too. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me just go ahead and bring my notes up first and put my phone on do not disturb because
Girl got a hotline on
girls got a hotline going. Girls got a all right, now for real though. But we're gonna go ahead and hop right into what I want to talk about first. The first thing I got here on my list, I want to talk about this Aaron Rodgers deal to the Steelers, man. How you feeling about this? They did give him a 1 year, $13.65 million deal. 10 million of it is guaranteed, and then of course he can get 10 more million dollars in incentives. Like, how you feel about this? Being that Aaron Rodgers is old. I think he's well into his 40s now, and they give him all this money when they had the opportunity to start fresh with a rookie. How you feel about that?
I don't understand the move because y'all really not built for success right now.
Right.
So you drafted Will Howard. Give him the chance to get out there, throw him in the fire, let him learn.
Right.
Because what good does it do now bringing Aaron Rodgers on and y'all not even fighting for contention, not even in your division, like a playoff position. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to make sense of it. But I just can't because what direction are you going? Like what message are you sending to your team? Like
right.
If you was gonna hire a vet, I would have hired a vet that can help mature Will Howard into a solid quarterback these first few years in the league. That's what I would have done. Somebody that can help mold him into a good quarterback.
Right. And then, like I said, they had the opportunity to get Shador. They skipped over Shador so many times. I don't know, like, what was that about? I don't know if Mike Tomlin felt like maybe Shador didn't fit his offense. But like I said, they had the opportunity to start over, to get a younger quarterback, bring him in because, they did bring in DK Metcalf. So bringing somebody, kind of younger, you can kind of mold him into what you want to be versus getting the Aaron Rodgers. You know what Aaron Rodgers is going to give you. We all seen how he looked with the New York Jets, and I just thought that he didn't look that good to me. Like, he didn't even win as many games as Zach Wilson. I think Zach Wilson won more games the year before than what he did. So yeah, I don't really think it's a good move. I definitely wouldn't have paid him no $13 million, not for a 1 year anyways.
Right. And none and honestly, none of the moves that the Steelers made make sense. Like, why trade for DK Metcalf, and you're gonna trade away George Pickens?
Right.
None of the moves make sense to me. And like you just brought up, like, you passed on Shador Sanders. Why? If you was gonna draft Will Howard, nothing makes sense to me. Nothing makes sense. So I honestly, I forgot about them passing on Shador. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking about that. Like,
they could have had Shador. They could have had a plethora of quarterbacks, but they were kind of sitting on their hands, and they was kind of like waiting on Aaron Rodgers to see what he was gonna do. He didn't know if he was gonna come back for another year or if he was gonna retire. But I don't really know what made him change his mind. But like I said, they did bring him in. He's been at OTAs. I'm not sure if he's been at their mandatory minicamp, but he was at their OTAs.
Yeah, and you brought up a good point because he had a solid season last year as far as average quarterback. He didn't have an Aaron Rodgers type season
Right.
that wise. You know what I mean? So the decline is epic. Like
Mm-hmm.
the stats that he put up didn't equate to wins. So
Right.
I don't understand. He's going from a bad team to another bad team. I don't know what they're trying to do. It don't.
And then you got him on a 1 year rental. Like I
Yeah,
don't.
1 year rental.
Yeah, they got him on a 1 year rental when you literally could have just had a rookie on the cheaper deal on a at the place where y'all probably would have drafted Shador. Y'all could have had a rookie on a way cheaper deal than what you gave Aaron Rodgers.
And they
So
could
I
have used that money. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
yeah no go ahead.
They could have used that money to go find another receiver or another tight end. I mean, a running back or something.
I run it back because they let Najee Harris
Yeah,
go
now he's
to
gone.
he went to the Chargers.
Yeah, he's gone.
So
So
they definitely could have did something better. And like you said, it didn't make sense to let George Pickens go. Like y'all brought in DK Metcalf to let George Pickens go. Y'all let Najee Harris go. And y'all finna play a buttload of money for TJ Watts. Like TJ, it's time for TJ Watts to get paid. So yeah. I don't really know what they're doing, but I did want to speak on that because I'm like, man, there's no way I would have gave Aaron Rodgers no $13 million for a 1 year rental. I'm just
nah.
not from like what he showed last year. Now it would have been another thing if you would have took the Jets to the playoffs. I would have been like, okay, let's see what he can do. But I mean, he didn't really show me enough with the Jets that made me feel like I need to bring him in. So
Right, right. And
yeah,
I
that's why.
honestly thought the way we feel about CD
Mhm.
and George Pickens, that's how I was like, damn, them boys got a Pittsburgh got a dynamic duo over there. And then they traded that boy to us. And I'm like, hey, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate it because we gonna show y'all what to do with George this year.
You know, show me.
We, we gonna show you what to do with George.
Just
Don't even
hold
worry about
on.
it. Appreciate it. Don't even worry about it. We'll take
Yeah,
him.
good looking
But
out,
yeah.
Queen.
But yeah, that was one of the things I want to touch on. So before we get into this Cowboys content, there's one more thing that I want to touch on. I feel like it's been one of the biggest news stories right now. Let's talk about this Shamar Stewart rookie contract situation that they got going on in Cincinnati right now. So pretty much for those of you who don't know, uh, Cincinnati tried to finesse their rookie. They try to put some things into his contract that if he gets hurt, then he's not going to be paid his guaranteed money. So like, how you feel about him pretty much just kind of like holding out as a rookie and not signing this contract?
They tried to blindside that boy,
Yeah,
but they did their due diligence reading that contract, him and his agent and himself. And he's doing the right thing.
right.
He's because it's a football is a contact sport, so you can get injured.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So hold out, bro, until you get that verbiage correct. Until y'all come to an agreement, hey, this makes sense for both of us. Until you get that correct, hold out, dog. Because these teams don't really care, but they've shown us over the years they don't care about your players, man.
Exactly.
And Cincinnati, they are penny pitchers. They don't like paying players. They will, you know what I mean? Like, so if I was him, you know what? You might take a bad rep PR wise. Who cares, dog? Protect yourself.
Exactly.
Get everything that's earned to you, and don't let them play with you, dog. You not dumb. And your agent is doing the right thing by advising you to sit out. So I'm with it 100%.
And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Shamar kind of like drafted to replace Trey Henderson? Because they got some
Yeah,
things going on with his contract. They don't want to
yeah.
pay him. So I think it's kind of silly that y'all drafted
The
Trey Henderson,
replacement.
yeah, replacement, and then y'all trying to finesse him. Like I don't know what y'all got going on in Cincinnati, but I thought
That's
it
a
was kind of
poorly ran
silly.
organization, dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a poorly ran organization. And y'all playing with y'all wide receivers. Did you see the contract they gave T Higgins? It looked good, but it's a
Yeah.
bad contract. You
But
know what
maybe
I
that's why they
mean?
kind of playing with these boys' money because they wanted to keep Jamar Chase and they try to keep, T. Higgins together. So I don't know if they really playing with the money for that specific reason, but I'm just like, how y'all gonna draft his replacement and then y'all gonna play with the verbiage? Like, and I get it. Shamar Stewart, I think he had some injuries in the past. So that's the reason why they put the verbiage in there. But I think it's kind of silly as like I said, you drafting his replacement and then y'all put that verbiage in there and then y'all expect for him to sign it. Like, absolutely not.
Yeah. If you feel like that about me, don't draft me. Pass it on.
Exactly. So
You know?
I wonder how does that work? Like as far as if they go into like the mini camp just passed, but if they go into like the training camp and he still haven't signed his deal, like Like, do he not start the season? Like, how does that work? Because I think this is probably like one of the first time I ever seen like their rookie really not signing their deal because of just the verbiage.
Yeah, and it's funny that you just asked that because yesterday and this morning, I seen where he can hold out. He has the leverage. He can hold out, and he
Mhm.
can re-enter the draft next year.
Really?
So yes, dog. Yes,
What?
he can
I did
hold.
not know that. This is new.
He can hold out. You know what? That don't make sense to me. I'm just gonna re-enter the draft next year.
That's crazy though. But do you really think he would sit out a whole year of
I
football?
would.
Wow, I didn't know
And
this. This is new
I
to me.
think I read something to where he can become a free agent and choose what team he go to. But I'm not 100% sure of that. But it was in the same news story that I was reading.
Right,
I think it was from Adam Schefter or ESPN or something I was reading. It was from a credible source.
right.
I was like, oh wait, hold on, I have to read that again. I was like, I know I'm tired getting off of work, kind of late and shit.
I might have to go fact check you because your eyes may have been a
Hey,
little
boy,
tired when you read the
hey,
article. I might have to go and do
hey,
some research on that. I
please.
don't really know, but I appreciate everybody that's pulling up. I know my Facebook family was gonna be in here. If y'all on YouTube, make sure y'all getting getting these comments, join the
Oh,
conversation. We want to hear from y'all as well. So we appreciate everybody from being here. B by Money said, I think our second rounder ain't signed his contract yet either because of the situation. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I think our rookie is kind of holding out, but I don't know if his was pretty much due to injury, but I know our rookie haven't signed yet.
yeah, he had did an interview. He was like, man, everything's gonna work out, work itself out. I'm here learning, and we just trying to figure out the numbers. That's all. He said I'm gonna leave it to my agent, but he said I'm ready to go. So I don't expect that to drag out. I think I'm gonna leave that for when we start talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we're gonna get into that right
I
now.
was
We're
about
gonna
the
get into
Cowboys.
that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say, I'm
So we're gonna go ahead and switch gears. We're gonna talk about these Dallas Cowboys mini camp.
no.
I know it's some haters in here. I know people don't like the Cowboys. Y'all probably just tune in because maybe I like my personality. I think my brother handsome or what. I don't know.
That's true.
Whatever reason y'all
It
here,
was a
real
hard drive.
appreciate it. You know. But I just want to talk about like I said, the Cowboys had the mandatory mini camp. It lasted for 3 days. Like I said, today was the last day that they pretty much wrapped it up. So I just want to pretty much go through some things that I've read and I did some research on, and we're gonna talk through it. Like I said, if you're a Cowboy fans getting these comments, y'all can join in on a conversation as well.
Yeah.
Again, if you're not subscribed to the page, hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button so you can just keep us in the algorithm. But let's go ahead and kick it off with the offense. Let's talk about the offense first. The first thing I want to bring up is something I thought that was really a little telling, but it might not be nothing. It's just mini camp.
Just mini camp.
But pretty much they said that our tight end Brevin Spanford, he's been a standout. He's been a standout. He's been getting first team reps with the offense, and they say he looking good. Now, for those of you who don't know, Brevin Spanford, I think this is second year. I think we got him. Was
Yeah.
it
I
last year or the year before?
think it might have been a year before.
I think it might have been a year before. So this is
It's
probably like,
no more than 2 years.
yeah, no more than 2 years. So pretty much those of you don't know, Brevin Spanford is a big body. He about 6'8", probably about 250. He a big old boy.
Big
But
boy.
he hasn't been seeing a lot of shine because last year, we did draft Schoon, and then of course Ferg had his year where he was kind of like going off. So we really haven't seen much of him. I think we've seen a little snippet of him last year just because of all the injuries and things that was going on. So they did say he was a standout. So I think I want to ask you, like, how many tight ends do you see us realistic, like just keeping like on our roster? Like, how many you think we're gonna keep, and who you think gonna probably go to the practice squad? Because I don't think we're gonna carry. I don't really see us carrying like three tight ends.
Yeah, I do. I
You
do.
think we're gonna carry three tight ends?
I do. I'm gonna tell you why. Ferguson coming back. Span forward. Span forward is like you said. He making a name for himself in camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then you pay Schoolmaker. Like you paid him, so you want him to. You just don't want that money sitting on the bench on the practice squad. But
But
you cannot deny what Spanford is doing in these OTAs and in the minicamp. He making noise. He
And
is
then
making noise,
and then
dog.
I read too that like Ferg is in a contract year. So you know how Cowboys do, like they ain't already kind of started. I'm not saying they started no smear campaign, but you know how
Hey,
they do. Like they be trying to like push somebody else to the front because they might not want to pay for it.
that's how Ferg got the position he in because that's we let Dalton Schultz go to Houston.
Right.
That's how Ferg got his shot. So they gonna want to see what Spanford can do.
Right.
And man, I think we're keeping three. That's gonna be like, okay, we keep three tight ends. What position group are we gonna take away from?
That's what I'm saying.
We can't
I
take
don't
away
really
from
think it's
DBs.
I don't really think it's a big to me, I don't think we should carry three.
Why not?
I think we should carry two because I feel like with the addition with George Pickens, I don't really think I'm gonna wait till we get down to the wide receiver part. But I think with us bringing George Pickens in, George it's gonna be CD, George Pickens, and then maybe Ferg getting some of the snaps. But I don't see us carrying Spanford, Schoon, and Ferg.
I do. I'm gonna tell you why I think that because when we get down in that goal line, we gonna want them big bodies blocking down on that in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
Open up that running game, open up that play action, and one of them can be throwing a little dummy block and go out for a route.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Juno said Spanford and Ferg. He said Spanford and Ferg Schoon gotta go.
yeah, Schoon gotta go. And I was trying to ignore the comments, man.
No, this
We
is what I
want
want.
Joe Mixon.
I want them to be in. I want them to be in the comments. I want them
I
to give
was
us. I want y'all feedback as well. Like,
Yeah, talk to us, man. But that boy made me laugh talking about we want Joe Milton. He's trying to push
man,
Dak
don't
out the
start that
door,
mess.
man.
Hey, don't start that mess because we gonna talk about that when we get down there too. I got some stuff to talk about Joe Milton
Yeah,
as well, but
that boy's stupid, man.
I don't know. I think Ferg knows that he didn't really have a good showing last year. He didn't have any touchdowns.
Yeah, he didn't have any.
He didn't have any touchdowns last year. So I think with him going into his contract year, I think he's probably gonna be better. Like I said, especially with Pickens being there, it's gonna open up for him to get down the field, get to the middle. So I think we're gonna see a whole lot more of Ferg. And if like I said, I just know how Cowboys do. When they don't want to pay somebody, they'll try to push somebody else to the top.
Hey, this is not their first, like it's not their first time doing this,
This
man.
is
Like
this is this is
this is
their
what
like
this is
man,
their MO.
this is their MO. This is what they do. So I don't know. Like I said, realistically, I can't even say realistically. Realistically,
Shit, why not?
I don't see us I don't know. I don't see us carrying three. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But
Yeah.
I don't really see us carrying three. But we'll see. But let's talk about we still gonna stay on offense.
Wait. Before you go to the next topic, I want to so what if you don't see us keeping three, what you gonna do with Schoon? Because he the odd man out, but we gotta pay him.
We
We
gotta
pay
see though,
him?
but like I said, this is just mandatory mini camp. I gotta see once they get to training camp because training camp is gonna tell us really what we need to know. Training camp is when they gonna be in them pads, they're gonna be out there running routes, who look good
Okay.
with Dak and
So
who don't.
you want to see
Yeah,
training
yeah.
camp and you want to see some
Yeah,
preseason
I'm not
games.
really I'm not putting a lot of weight on mini camp. I want to see what's gonna happen when they get to training camp. Training
Okay.
camp is when the real competition gonna come out. That's gonna tell us who gonna make the team and who not gonna make the team. So, like I said, I'm just reporting the news. I'm just telling you what they said out there. They said it's been for
I just
so
want to see where your head was, man.
yeah, 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 yeah.
We good. We
All
good.
right. Before we move on, I'm gonna read his comment. He said, "I've been watching interviews from coaches to players, and I like what I'm hearing from the offense scheme wise. Can't wait to see how I look on the field. Absolutely. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about the culture shifting, how much like everybody like Brian Schottenheimer, but to me, all of that stuff is fluff. I don't want to get too hype. I just want to see how all of this stuff is gonna translate on the field because you know how they do. They always gonna do something to reel us back in every year. They gonna do something every year that's gonna reel us back in. So we gotta wait and see what it looks like on the field.
Hold on.
Hmm.
You right. I'm gonna say the media always try to reel us back in, right?
Right.
Man, I'm hearing it from the players,
So you
especially on offense. It's like CD talking about, man, the emotions, the disguise, just fooling the defense and not just lining up and putting me in motion. Like, nah, we really trying to. Hey, you seen this formation before, but now we running a different play. Oh man, and George Pickens say, man, it just feel good. Like it's different.
Right.
So I'm not just hitting from the like I'm hitting from the players. Like they happy about it. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see though. We gonna see what it look like when they put it all together. Like I said, I want to
Hey,
see what's gonna happen when they get the Cali.
I
You know,
feel
when
you.
they start that training camp, then we'll see. Cause I
Hey,
know I mean, I got a whole Brian Schottenheimer too. I got hold his feet to the fire because he
bro,
been saying like he not going. Pretty much, he said like he not playing that politic game. It's gonna be
right?
a competition, and whoever the best player is gonna play. So
I
we gonna
believe it.
because
Yeah,
we
that's
know
real.
that in the years past, there's been a lot of politics with this team. They pretty much like if we pay you, you gonna get played. So,
Yeah, and he don't hold that power to be saying no shit like that.
but it's his first year, so he might as well. Hey, if I'm gonna be fired, let me go out with a bang. What's up, Terrence? Terrence
What
in the
up, Terrence?
building.
Little hating, that's his name, little hating ass Terrence. What's up, boy?
All right, so let's go ahead. Like I said, we're gonna keep it on offense. Let's talk about the running back room. Before I get into what I want to talk about, because I want your opinion on this. So I've been hearing a lot of content creators saying that we need to go and get another running back. Like, what do you think about that? Because I feel like what we already have, like we got two good rookies. Like, if you're not a UT fan and you don't watch UT football, Jaden Blue is a good rookie. And I feel like the running back position is probably one of the easy positions to translate to the NFL. So you got Jaden Blue, you got Phil Maffa from Clemson. We already have Miles Sanders, who they said is looking good as well. And then, of course, we got Javonte Williams. So I don't know what's going on with these other content creators. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like our running back room is good. I mean, what you think about that?
Hey, we got some boys in that running back room that got a lot to prove,
Right,
especially with Javonte Williams. When he's healthy, we've seen what he can do. Miles Sanders, when he's healthy, we've seen what he can do. And
right.
then you add in a bruising Malcolm. That boy will put his face mask all up in your chest. And what is he like 6'2", 6'3", like 230,
Who you
two
talking about?
the running back we got from Clemson. Malcolm.
Oh, Phil Maffa.
Yeah. He a big dude. And then
Hmm.
you add in Jaden Blue. If he get his hands on the ball,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said if they watch UT football, I already know what Jaden Blue can watch. I mean, I watch UT, so I know what Jaden Blue can do. I think a lot of people who don't really watch college football don't really know for real. So they like, oh, because a lot of people were saying we need to go get Nick Chubb. We need Nick Chubb. Like, we don't need. I'll run it. I'm telling y'all, if y'all can come back, if I'm wrong, come back during the season and tell me I'm wrong. But I feel like our running back room is fine.
the only thing, I hate to say this, but I just got to keep it real because it's evident with the two vets in that room. The only thing that's going to slow us down is like knick-knack injuries.
Right.
If them boys stay healthy,
But I
say
feel like you can. I feel like you address that. Like you, when you get to that bridge, cross it when you get to that bridge. Like, but
so.
right now, I feel like we fine.
I got a question for you.
Mhm.
Okay, tight end to the side. Them running backs, you keeping for?
And that's another question that I was gonna ask you because
Oh, my bad.
I
Look,
was
okay, wait. We can wait. We can hold off on that. We can
no,
hold
no,
off.
I was just gonna say I was just gonna bring up that they were saying that Miles Sanders is looking like our number two right now. Javonte Williams is looking like our one. They said Sanders is making noise, catching plays out of the backfield. He caught a touchdown in the red zone on the out route.
Who?
Miles Sanders.
Okay.
And the coaches want more of the running backs to be involved in the pass game. So what do you think about that? Like adding that element to our to our offense because I feel like we don't really throw the ball that much to our running backs. We've seen it every now and then with Rico Dowdle, but I feel like we don't really see it a lot. So what do you think about like the coaches wanting to add that element to our offense?
I think the pickup of Miles Sanders and the drafting Jaden Blue, I think they're gonna stand on that because they both can excel in the passing game out of the backfield, man. Especially Jaden Blue. That
Right.
boy, that's his forte. Like that's what he do. He's a good receiving back. And
Mm-hmm.
both of them are nasty in space. Now, Miles Sanders come back from this ACL injury. I think we're gonna be straight. I
Yeah, I
think I
think
think I think we really gonna stand on using them boys out the backfield and putting them up against a linebacker. Man, a linebacker versus Miles Sanders and Jaden Blue. That's food. That's barbecue chicken.
so. Let me ask you this. So, like you said, somebody that running back room gonna have to be cut. I think it's gonna be Deuce though. I think Deuce is probably either going to the practice squad or he probably gonna be out the team.
And I wasn't even thinking about Deuce. So you are expecting us to keep four running backs.
I think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna keep three, and I think everybody else is gonna go probably to the practice squad.
That's gonna be dangerous because they're gonna be subject to somebody plucking them off the squad. So do
I
you
don't know. I
think?
can see, like I said, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I keep saying Javante. Is it Javante or
Yeah,
Javon?
it's Javante.
Okay,
Javante Williams.
so
Yeah.
Javante, I think it's gonna be Javante Williams because he the vet. Miles
Mhm.
Sanders because, like like I said, they want vets. They don't
Right.
really want to lean on our rookie, so I think it's gonna be Javante, Miles Sanders, and then I think it's gonna be Jaden Blue.
I do too. I think Mouth is gonna end up on the practice squad.
Yeah, I think Mafa and I think that Deuce is gonna be on the practice squad because I
I
think
ain't even thinking
Deuce
about
just I like Deuce, but Deuce
I
just small, and I think they just don't know how to like use him. You can't be running Deuce up the middle. Like Deuce is not going nowhere running the ball up the middle.
I think he was just a feel good story. He's a good
Because he was
dude.
the coach
He
son.
was a dog in college.
He
But his
was.
dad, his dad was on our coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? He was about to go undrafted. So I think they Cowboys always want a good story, so they drafted him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
He
Deuce
said
made
Juno said Deuce should have been gone.
shit the year he was drafted. Shit.
Damn. I
Yeah.
think he probably would have did something if they would have knew, like if they would have utilized him right. Maybe throw him the ball out the backfield, or
Mm-hmm.
see how they utilize him in Kansas. So how you think he had so much success in Kansas? They said get loose,
Cause they do
Deuce.
they do what they was doing.
Get
Yeah.
loose, Deuce. He was
Did you see
getting
that
loose
last
in
play
Kansas.
that we ran against San Francisco in the playoffs? Goddamn, Zeke was the center. We had no line. Shit.
I dang, you know what? You showed right, B by money. I forgot about I forgot about 40 ounce
Oh
Lukey.
yeah. 40.
40 ounce. I forgot about 40 ounce. That's what they call that word on the internet. I forgot about 40 ounce.
Oh, 40
But
ounces.
he gonna
Wow.
probably be more. He more about fullback, but they probably
Yeah.
gonna carry him too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I
40,
like.
40 ounces gonna stay. But yeah, you're right. But they be trying to run Deuce up the middle like he Jerome Bettis, bro. Like, and that's why I'm like, what the hell was McCarthy thinking? Like, was he really like I don't think McCarthy. I think he lost his mojo though.
Mhm.
And his I don't want to play with his intelligence, but it was just like some things just didn't make sense to me.
Right.
Something that he was doing.
Yeah, I wanna honestly. I wanna see. Since Shady gonna be calling the plays this year, I wanna see what he gonna do with Lukey. Like, I really want us to use Lukey how the 49ers use their fullback.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I
Mm-hmm.
want to see some of that in our offense because I think Lukey's pretty good. He a big back. He not all that speedy, but I
Right.
think that we can kind of like utilize him the way that they kind of use Kyle for the 49ers. So
And the reason and when we drafted Lukey, I thought we was gonna use him like Green Bay used their fullback. Man, I forgot his name. I think McCarthy was there when they had this fullback, and I can't think of his name right now. But they would use him like on the goal line, and then they'll put him out in the flat. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Catch screen pass.
right.
Oh, we really didn't put him on the field that much.
Yeah, we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. But let's keep it going on this offense. So let's talk about this wide receiver room.
Mm,
Um, I'm gonna
mm,
give y'all some notes on what they said about the wide receivers. They said Mingo out there acting a fool. They said Mingo look good. That boy making some noise. So I guess my question would be to you before I talk about this other part of it. Who you think gonna be our number three? Because we already know who our number two gonna be. I feel like that because I feel like the wide receiver room is crowded too.
it's crowded.
It's
It's
crowded in that
crowded.
wide receiver room. So some of them boys gonna be cut. Some of those boys gonna be cut. So like, Who do you see like being our number three? Because I mean, like wide receiver through because we probably know Ferg is probably gonna be our three, but who you think of
Who?
Ferg?
Oh, for yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But who
yeah.
you think
Okay.
gonna be our wide
I
receiver
was
three?
I was in the slot.
Yeah,
By default, I think it's gonna be Tober. By the
Tolbert,
end of the season, I think Mingo gonna get that boy.
Mingo.
Because remember, I was telling you, I don't know if it was at the end of last season or beginning. Whenever we was talking, I think me and you was talking a few months ago, or a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling you, man, I'm looking, I'm looking on YouTube, and Mingo was open, dog, and Rush just wasn't hitting him. He was like getting off the line because I didn't like the Mingo trade. But
Mm,
I got to watching YouTube. I'm bored. I'm looking. I'm like, he really beating these boys off the line, and the quarterback just not looking his way.
right, Rush.
Then I hit you. I'm like, man, I don't know, man. Mingo might have something. So I'm excited about this camp coming up, training camp coming up,
Mm,
and preseason. So I just want to see them live bullets, like kind of like what you were speaking on. You know,
right.
I want to see what Mingo. I think he can have that spot before the season over. But I think
Yeah,
by default we're gonna start with Tober.
because sometimes I think sometimes it just take like some of these players going to a different team to like just get that excitement back for football. I really want to get out there because you know when he was with Carolina, he was damn near out the team. He was letting rookies come in and take his spot. He wasn't really doing that well. So, you know, maybe him coming into this wide receiver room over there with some, CD a dog, Pickens and dog. And then so it's not like, all right, now I gotta kind of prove myself. I'm on a different team and I kind of like gotta step it up a little bit. So I think it's gonna probably be out of him and Jalen Tolbert. But I do want to see like, because we did bring in Paris Campbell, we did bring in Trayshawn Holden. I kind of want to see them boys too. So, oh, and we still got Ryan Flournoy. Like that wide receiver room is
Yeah.
it's we got a lot of boys in there right
Don't
now.
forget that. Don't forget about the wide receiver we got from Oregon.
Who?
Uh,
Trayshawn. That's what I said. Trayshawn
Trace. Oh yeah,
Holden.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Trayshawn. Yeah, Trayshawn Holden.
I was getting the call. Somebody was calling my goddamn on the phone, so I
Oh,
was.
okay, okay. Yeah. Trayshawn, like I said, that's why I said that wide receiver room is it's kind of crowded too. But yeah, I think it's gonna be out of Mingo and Tober, but just by default, because I think Tober just kind of already have like a relationship with Shadi, so
Yeah.
I think it's probably gonna be Tober, but I think I just want to just give me some good competition at training camp. Like
Yeah.
let the best man win. Like I said, we got some dogs in that room.
But like you said a few minutes ago, Shotty said he gonna put the best players on the team. So I mean on the
Mhm.
field. So down the relationship him and Toba got, I
That's true.
think,
But
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, if I gotta be honest, I seen some flashes from Tolbert this last season. Like he
Oh,
won us a
man,
game. He won us a game in Pittsburgh. He
he ain't
made a
won
nice
shit.
catch. Dang, ain't got no love for Tolbert.
I'm sick of that. I'm sick of his ass, man.
Man, I will say like he probably should have taken a bigger step from what he is now.
Like
Uh,
to me, it's like it's it's football, dog. Like you've been playing a wide receiver position all your life.
right.
The only thing that changes the verbiage.
It's true.
So why aren't you picking up the playbook? Why aren't you in the right spot at the right time? Why are you not beating coverages?
Mm-hmm.
You've been playing football your whole life. At some point, it's like, okay, he just can't do it. He
So
just
you
can't do it.
so you out on Tolbert.
Dog, we had Measly Beasley, dog. He was small. He
Hey,
was out
Bees
there
was a hey
eating.
man, I love Beasley. Beasley was a
Ooh,
dog. And that slide,
that boy. Huh?
slide, Beasley was a dog. He was
Like,
small, but he can get open.
he got open.
He was like our go-to for third down. If it wasn't Witten, it was Beasley.
And, speaking of his big slow tail, he get open.
That's true.
Witten always open. He's slow. So Jalen Tolbert, please help me understand why you not getting off the line. You not beating jams. Is it
Mm,
because you don't know the playbook? Is it a learning problem issue? Why you not taking that next step? This is what his fourth year.
yeah. That's why I said they was looking for him to take, that's the reason why they brought in Brandon Cooks because they,
Right.
they felt like Tober still wasn't ready. He was supposed
He
to be
wasn't ready.
he was supposed to be our Brandon Cooks last year, but they still didn't feel like he was ready. So that's the reason why Brandon Cooks ended up on our team because he hadn't taken that step. But
He's starting. He's him and I'm gonna wait. He's starting to give me them vibes that Taco Charts and
Not
like
Taco.
remember
Taco was
Taco?
Taco was an absolute bust.
He was bunions. That boy was
Yeah, he
cheeks.
was he was he was out of there. Absolute
I'm
bust.
getting them vibes, man.
It's a contract year. Beat by Money says it's a contract year for Tolbert. It
It
might be
is.
a contract
This
year.
is fourth
Okay.
year. Yeah, I think
Okay.
he was drafted in like the second or third round. So yeah, this is contract year.
So
I
he
think they
got
get
he
like
got a
three or four
point to prove
years.
too. He got a point to prove this year too.
He better.
Um,
Because he
Juno,
got the talent.
Juno
He
said
got
if
the
you sick of
talent.
Tolbert, guess who he's sick of? Who you sick of, Juno? He said he's sick of somebody too. But I'm gonna keep this
That
thing
he talking about
moving.
that.
Oh, he probably talking about that.
Yeah, don't feed into it.
But speaking of Dak, also at training camp, they said Dak and Pickens got instant chemistry right now. They said them boys looking good together. They
No,
said it looked
no.
like they've been playing together for a long time. They got some instant chemistry going on. So I'm not really worried about that as far as like Dak and Pickens. Cause I feel like Dak pretty much has some good chemistry with everybody who he pretty much playing with.
Man, time out. Time out.
But
I got Worsen. Get up out of here, dog. He
who his squad? I see him in the comments talking about them boys going all the way this year. Who
he's
is
trying to
squad?
bait us into that
Yeah,
shit. He's trying to bait us into this our year. He's trying to bait us, man. Don't take the bait.
Hey, look, we gonna give y'all
He
the
a
real
Texas
on this
fan.
channel. We gonna give y'all the real. We ain't gonna say we Super Bowl bound, none of that. Like I said, everything we talking about, I'm just reporting what happened in the mini camp. Like I said, I want to see what's gonna happen when we get to training camp and when is everything we've been talking about gonna translate on the field. So
He's
we
trying
just
to bait
yeah,
us.
we just reporting the news. So take it. Take everything I tell y'all with a grain of salt. Take everything I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling y'all with a grain of salt. I just want to see how
I'm,
it's gonna be on the
I'm
field.
on y'all ass now. I'm picking up on what y'all be doing now. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So let me
Yeah.
ask you this: Do you think Pickens is probably gonna be our best number two we had outside of probably? I think Coop is really good too, though. Or do you think Pickens
Cool.
is
Wait,
better than Amari
what you
Cooper?
mean?
Amari Cooper.
You think he was our number two?
He was our number. He was our number two once. He was our number one.
He was our number one.
He was our number one, but they was trying to push CD to the top at that
Yeah.
time.
So I think our best number two was we got to go back like 7 8 years. I think our best number two was Terrence Williams.
I like T. Will.
Ooh, that boy
T.
was
Will was
a
a dog.
dog.
T. Will was a dog. I like Terrence Williams a lot.
And George Pickens definitely way better
You
than
think
T.
so? So you
Will.
think George Pickens is the best number two we had on this team? I
He
don't
is.
know. T. Will. I
Yes.
don't know. T. Will was a dog now.
But T. Will was he George Pickens is literally a number one.
He is, but he's gonna be a number two in our offense.
Yeah, but so he's gonna be the best thing we had at that other position. Yeah, that's number two wide receiver. He's
He
gonna be the
said
best.
that can't have a jump ball receiver that he can trust consistently since MG. Yeah,
Yeah,
MG. I ain't gonna lie to you because MG, you can throw the ball out there to MG. He can go get it too.
he gonna get it in traffic, and he gonna toe tap something.
Yeah, and I mean, Dak did have Dez, but Dez is kind of pretty much at the end of his road.
Dez really wasn't Dez wasn't a route runner. That was his
Yeah,
he
Dez is
wasn't he just
50-50.
bully ball.
Yeah, he 50-50 receiver for sure.
And Dak wasn't there. He wasn't as skilled as throwing that 50-50 ball as he is now.
Right.
He wasn't trusting his arm like that, you know.
Yeah.
My opinion.
I think I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, for our number two, I think it's a tie between T. Will and Pickens. I like T. Will a lot.
I did too. I'm
I like
surprised
T.
he didn't
Will.
make it in the league after he left the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think he just kind of fell off. I think he just had some off-field issues going
That's what
on.
it was. Outfield
Um,
issues. Yeah.
and another, I know he wasn't our number two, but another wide receiver that I liked a lot was Cedric Wilson.
But he had one good season. Then he went and chased the bag. He
Yeah, he
went to
went to
Miami and
Miami.
chased the
Yeah, he
bag.
did take, but hey, he boy look good though. He can go get them deep balls.
But where is he now? It's like Dak make all these boys look good. They go to another team and they disappear.
That's true.
They at the crib.
But I mean, I gotta give Cedric Wilson a little bit of leeway. I mean, he did go over
Wow.
there with a Jaden Waddle was on the team at the time. Was Tyreek there yet?
Nope.
Tyreek
It was
wasn't there
just him
yet.
and Jalen Waddle.
Also, just okay, cool. Okay.
So you not even hearing said name no more though. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. Is he still in the league?
Exactly. We gotta go. We gotta hop on
Damn.
Google.
All right. So one last thing I'm gonna talk about the offense. That we gonna get into this defense. Of course, I gotta bring up Joe Milton. I seen somebody in the comments said earlier. They say Joe Milton is pretty much gonna be our number two. Not
He
real.
got a job.
Yeah, he got a job. Will Greer. Will Greer. I think he do a good job, but I don't think he's gonna jump Joe Milton just based off of
He gonna get them boys prepared. You know what I'm saying? He gonna carry the clipboard, man.
So let me ask you this. So if knock on wood, but if Dak went down, do you trust Joe Milton to step in and take over?
I do because I trust Shotty and I trust our offensive coordinator that we got from Arizona. Um, because he coached a player just like Joe Milton. Now, granted,
Are you talking about Kyler Murray?
yeah, Kyler Murray he's more talented. Um, as a mountain from what he put on tape than what Joe Milton put on tape, but they're the same type of quarterback that can use their legs and they got strong arms.
Right.
If you look at Arizona, their offense was never the problem. It's always the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like their offense is very explosive, and that's why like if that go down, you gonna hear them chirps because Joe Milton he gonna come in there. He's so confident, and he play with that edge. He play with that dog we be looking for that we've been talking about. We want Cowboy players to have.
hmm
He got it.
Man,
He
y'all
got
crazy
it.
in them comments.
Look, see, I'm telling you, man. As soon as that
Man, y'all
starts stepping
crazy in them
up.
comments. Y'all crazy in them comments. But yeah, I mean, do I trust Joe? I think I trust him just because he's very athletic. Like I said, they say he got
Mhm.
a they call him Big Arm Joe or Bazooka Joe,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him. They say he got a big arm. Now they did say he did throw a couple of interceptions, but like I said, it's
Yeah.
it's it's mini camp. I mean,
I
that's
am.
gonna happen. Ain't no quarterback gonna be perfect anyways. But as far as like learning the playbook, I think he's gonna probably pick it up pretty fast. But if they
They
didn't
say
have
he already picked it
to,
up. He
oh,
say
they
they
did.
he already picked it up.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. I trust him in Will Greer. Like Will Greer, like I think
Yeah,
he's
he not
solid.
trash.
Yeah, he's solid. He's solid. I think Will Greer is solid. So if they had to bring in Will, I think Will is solid as well. So,
Yeah,
but I mean
I
that's
think that's
fine.
Joe Milton's job to lose.
Pretty much. I think it
Yeah,
is too. I
yeah.
think it is too. They're not gonna try to, maybe if Dak it was in his last year, I think they would probably be trying to push Joe to the top. But you know how they do.
I'm telling you, it's gonna
You
be
know how
some
they do.
s. It's gonna be some ish. If that go down and Joe
And
Milton
Joe
come
come
in
in and start balling, they gonna be
two or
like,
three
"Trade that."
games,
Yeah, they gonna say, "Trade that." I can already see it. Don't let him come in and start balling.
that's the only thing I don't like about the signing. Cause he one of them motherfuckers that he
We
gonna
gonna see
come
though.
in
That's what I'm saying. We gonna get an opportunity to see him in preseason. So I'm looking forward to that because I think he gonna get all the reps in preseason.
and then you look at the quarterbacks now with division. Hurts, the quarterback in Washington, what's bro name?
Oh, Jaden Daniels.
Jay Daniels. What they can do, they can run and they can throw that ball.
hmm
Then you're gonna have Joe Milton sitting on the bench in Dallas.
And y'all can
Oh,
y'all can forget Dak. Dak not running no more after he
he
done
not
tore
running
his
no more,
tore
bro.
his muscle off the bone.
He
He
not
not
running no more,
he not
dog.
running no more. That's it. He straight pocket pass.
They gonna start chirping. Man, you got a dual threat quarterback on the bench. You paying that 60 million a year. You can cut that money. You can go get some more weapons. You can put Joe Milton in. You got him on the contract for 3 more years. It's coming. I'm telling you now. It's coming.
We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I can already kind of see it being an issue. So I pray for Dak's sake that he stay healthy because if Joe come in and he plays well, that's how Dak got his job with Romo. He came in and he played well, and Romo never got the job back. So I just pray for Dak's sake that he can be healthy this year. And if not, if Joe got to come in and he act the fool, then hey, I don't know.
Look at my boy. Look at my boy Drew, man. What's up, Drew? That boy Chicago bred and born, man. We gonna tear y'all ass off the bone.
Your mama, your mama on here.
What's up? What's up, Elshon? What's up, kid?
All right, y'all. So let's keep it going. Let's talk about the defense side of the ball. Tell y'all what I heard. I'm gonna report on what I heard about these cornerbacks. So that's the first room I'm gonna start with. So the quarterback room is for me is still one of our biggest needs, especially with Diggs being out. And I'm gonna get to the Diggs thing in a little bit. We're gonna say that for last because
All
he
right.
said something crazy. So we're gonna wait till I talk about that last. But like I said, I feel like the quarterback room is still one of the things that we need to work on. Whatever goes on in training camp, maybe they should bring in the stuff or get more. But right now, they said that Elam from the Bills is looking good. They say he's probably been the biggest standout out of the OTAs and in the mandatory minicamp. They said
Mm-hmm.
that he could have had a few interceptions on deck, but he decided to bat the ball down. So I mean, what you think about that? Kyler Elam.
Man, see, that's why I'm like, I hate these motherfuckers. I was trying to keep my excitement down, man. And I'll be
Right,
reading all these reports. Man, I'm excited about Elam. I was excited about him coming out of college.
right.
He go first, man. If he could live up to that first round draft pick, because when he was getting drafted, I was like, man, ain't no way Cowboys. He gonna be Cowboys for the Cowboys pick.
Right.
Now he on our squad, and I'm excited, dog, because
Mhm.
it kind of that was a fool. Now if he come in and he continue to play like he have in OTAs and granted, it's just helmet and shorts and
Mhm.
t-shirt. Like
Right.
you said, I want to see them boys get physical, man. When them live bullets flying, when you got them pads on, then that's gonna tell me a lot. But as far as like competing, I'm excited about what he's bringing. Um, Outside of that, I don't know what else to be excited about. Diggs not there. I don't know
What's
what.
going on? I'm blacking out.
You
Okay.
straight over there? You glisten, girl.
I don't know what's going on. The setting the signals low. That's crazy. They never did that. But yeah, they said that like I said, Kyler Elam has been a standout. And then I don't know how you gonna feel about this, but they said, go ahead.
One Yay Thomas.
One Yay. They say One Yay been getting some reps at cornerback.
Yeah, in a slot. And Donovan Wilson, he BSing. He out there hurt. I understand he injured. But
Mm.
Wanye, he coming for blood, dog. I think
But
he might be
I
one of
thought
them
One
guards
Yay
that.
was gonna be more of our safety though.
Yeah, but I think he played some cornerback and slot in college as well. But since
Okay.
he's been on the Cowboys, he's played strictly safety for us and special teams.
Right.
He has he hasn't played slot in the NFL yet, but he has done it in college.
Okay. Yeah, and they said that Israel has been getting some reps on the outside. So I don't know how you feel about that. What you think about
It,
Izzy playing on the outside?
I was high on Izzy coming out of college. He kind of in that Jalen Tolbert
He played
category.
on the outside in college?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He played on the outside in college. He was like they was comparing. He compared himself coming out of college to Richard Sherman, and they got a lot of news before the draft and all this here crap.
So
And he haven't lived up to the
that's one thing.
expectation.
I don't mean to cut you off. So why do we be playing so many players out of position?
I don't get it.
Turning
I don't get
safeties
it.
into linebackers, and I don't be understanding what we be
That was that
doing.
was that was Dan Quinn way.
I think Dan Quinn wanted more of like a fast type of like defense. Like they can fly around, they can get to the ball real fast. Like,
And that's what hurt us in the running game.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You got all this speed on the field, but we ain't got no muscle in the middle. We ain't got no muscle at the
Playing
linebacker
freaking
position.
Marquise Bell at linebacker. Like he is too small to play
And
playing linebacker.
it wasn't like he played there for one game. He played there for the whole season. Middle
Playing every
linebacker,
damn
dog.
position.
He like 5'11", 6 foot, 195 pounds to it. And he playing middle linebacker, bro.
Yeah, he was too small playing linebacker. But they also said they reported that Deron Bland is getting reps in the slot, and they say he ain't really happy about that. And this is gonna be a contract year for Deron Bland too. So him playing in the slot, I can understand because I don't think the slot receivers get paid as much as the outside, if I'm not
Nah,
mistaken.
they don't.
Yeah.
But if you remember, that's what he came in as. He was our slot DB until he was forcibly moved to the outside
Oh,
when
because of injuries.
what was that DB we had, Brown, number 30. Remember him, Brown?
Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony Brown.
Yeah.
He got injured, and Deron Bland had to go to the outside, and he never left when Anthony Brown came back. You know, that was his last season with us because Deron
I ain't
Bland
gonna
was
lie
so
though.
out.
When they threw the Ron Bland in there on the outside, he had like what 10 interceptions, 11. He had the
That
most
boy
interceptions
broke the
in
record.
the league. Yeah, he had the most interceptions in the league day. And crazy part about it was he wasn't even a Pro Bowler.
Yeah,
No, he make the Pro Bowl. He wasn't. He should have got Defensive Player of the Year. He did make
yeah,
the Pro
he didn't
Bowl,
get defense play. He
but he
made the
should have
Pro
got
Bowl.
he made the Pro Bowl, but he didn't get Defensive Player of the Year. That's what I can say.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't win Defensive Player of the Year that year, which is
damn right, John
crazy.
Jones. Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like I said, we're gonna still talk about this defense. Now,
nigga Sean.
I don't know if Diggs is smoking dope or dog food,
Both.
but he told one of the Dallas Cowboys reporters that he will be back week 1. And the type of injury that he had, I don't think he should be rushing back because I feel like I mean, I'm not no doctor, but they say his injury was bone on bone. And they pretty much had to take some cartilage from his body to, shape it and mold it and put it, back in his knee. So the type of
Yeah.
injury he had, I don't think he should be trying to rush back to come back for week 1. But I think he only said this because he's probably kind of pressured. He's been hearing the rumors about him getting traded. He's been hearing the rumors about him getting cut. So I think maybe he's kind of like feeling some pressure to kind of come back early, but I don't want him to rush back and then you come back and you pop it again. So I really think he should just wait till he's at full health before he come back. But I mean, what you think about him saying that, he want to come back, he want to be back like for week 1?
I think I'm right there with you. I think he rushing it, and I'm gonna say this because the same trainer that whenever his brother when Stephon got hurt, he used that trainer because of his reputation, getting players
Right.
back ready, and he got Stephon back on the field in less than a year.
But they had 2 different injuries though.
Yeah, but he's known for fast recoveries for the clients that he have. Like he put them through a solid regimen as far as getting healthy and making sure they eating right and training. And I'm just like, man, that don't work for everybody, man.
Yeah. Everybody's body is
Everyone's
different.
body is different. It
Yeah, everybody's
responds
body is
different.
different.
And
Yeah.
I hope he don't think, okay, Stephon, my brother, we got the same DNA type shit, and what worked for him gonna work for me. It don't work like that though.
Mm.
But like you said, I think he's feeling that pressure. He hear the noise.
Yeah, for
He hear
sure.
the noise, man. He
'Cause
see what.
he done created a whole YouTube page just covering, his comeback, his, doing his rehab and all that stuff. So I think he is kind of like feeling the pressure of, wanting to get back. And then we just kind of maybe low key drafted his replacement. We just got Siobhan Rowell in. We drafted a
Yeah,
rookie.
he
So
feeling it because, like you said, this is a contract year for Deron Bland. Now, if Deron Bland go out there and he ball out, I think Diggs out because they can get Deron Bland for cheaper than what we got Diggs.
and then if the rookie go out there and show out, then
Because he was a first round. He was supposed to be drafted in the first round, but he
he's
got.
coming back from injury too, though. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I think he's feeling that pressure, but I just hope that he just comes back at full health. We don't want you coming back and then you be out again because it don't look good. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think Trayvon's been hurt the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I know 1 year he hurt his foot, and then I think
Yeah.
that next year he was his ACL, MCL. He popped
He had
one.
a knee injury where after missing
Yeah,
2 years. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
then if you think about it, damn, I just lost my train of thought. Go ahead. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me.
oh no, I was just saying that I just think he should just take his time to come back because of the
Yeah.
injuries that he already had in the past. So
Yeah.
you don't want to, you don't want to rush yourself back and then you come back, you pop it again. Then at that point, they really gonna be like, yeah, we gonna, cut our ties. Even though he gave them a team friendly deal because he could have finessed them for more money, but I think they'll probably just be like, at this point, you can't stay healthy, so we gonna go ahead and
Move on from you,
yeah,
fella.
let you ride out into the sunset at this point.
Because at this point, it's a business now. It's not personal. It just
Mhm.
makes sense for us to move on.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I pretty much got one more thing I want to talk about with our defense. Maris Lilfile. This is gonna be our second year linebacker. They say he's looking good. At the mandatory minicamp, they said he had 2 sacks in a blitz situation. So, do you trust him in real snaps, or do you think this is just camp hype?
I trust it
You trust it?
because only because I was excited when we drafted his ass. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
boy, he a headhunter. And if he playing downhill and he's finally figuring it out, they say he added some weight too, because he
Mm.
was a little slim, you know. But they say he added some muscle. It's just not no weight. He added like a lot of muscle. Yeah, he ain't add no fat. So it's like if he figuring it out up here, he got the skill set to do what he's supposed to do, man. And if he come along, that linebacker core gonna be deep. We gotta
Yep.
make some
Because we got
decisions.
we got Jack Sanborn,
They
Kenneth
say he been
Murray.
balling too.
Yeah, them boys been looking good.
And then Kenneth Murray, they say he balling. I'm like, come on, dog. And then you're not even thinking about DeMarvion Overshawn.
Yeah, Overshawn, but Overshawn gonna probably it's gonna be a while before
Yeah,
he
it's
go.
gonna be. But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
by the time it get like October, November, December,
our defense could. I mean, it could look scary. Like I said, we gonna see how it all play out on the field. But I think for me, coming into this season, I think the biggest position group that I think I'm most excited about is our DNs.
wait, before
Um,
you go there though, before you go there, what you think about Liafau? What's his name? Mars. What you think about?
Maris,
Yeah,
I think he did a good job last year, but he got injured, so I don't really. We haven't really seen his. No, he didn't get injured. That was I'm thinking about
he didn't
Nealon.
get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Nealon. Nealon is the
Yeah,
one that got hurt.
Leland got hurt.
Yeah, Nealon got hurt. I like Maris though. I like Maris. Like you said, I just want to see more snaps from him, see what he can do. This like I said, he is coming into his second year, so I want to see what he gonna look like this year. We didn't get to see a lot of him last year, so I just want to see what he gonna look like coming
Right.
into this year. But for me, I think that my biggest position group that I'm most excited about is IDNs. The rookie that we picked up, they call him Easy. They say Easy been looking really good. And then I think I'm rooting for Sam Wiggins. I think Sam Wiggins, everybody think he's a knucklehead, but I think Sam was one of my favorite players. I like Sam, and I'm rooting for Sam this year. I'm rooting for Sam. I hope Sam, because it's a contract year for him too. So
Nah, he
I'm rooting.
remember the year he got hurt last year. He got his contract last year.
That was last year? I thought it
Yup.
was this year.
We signed him. We signed him to a contract last year, and he
Oh
got
yeah, you
hurt.
sure right, and then he got hurt. You sure right. You
Yup.
sure right. You sure
So
right.
we
But
got him for a few more years. You know what I'm saying?
right, I'm most excited about Sam. And then we already know what Dante Flower can do. We see him, when he was here now, and I was kind of mad that we let him go to Washington. But I think
Nah,
man, our pass rush is gonna be crazy just because we can keep them boys fresh. We
it's
can
gonna be
rotate them.
relentless.
Yeah, we can rotate them in and out. We deep at the end.
We need that. It's gonna be relentless, dog.
Yeah, we're deep
Like
at the end.
Micah, Easy, Fowler, Williams, Nealon,
Mm-hmm.
dog. Them boys, they gonna be fresh.
Yeah, they're gonna be
All
fresh.
we have to do is shore up that middle with our defensive tackles. You
And they
know?
said our rookie probably looking like he's probably one of the biggest.
Yeah,
He could be one of the biggest steals from the draft.
yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
He
happy.
got we talking about the Hawaiian dude. I think he came from Oregon.
Yeah,
He got like a Hawaiian last name or some shit
he
like
said
that.
Micah got to stay off that podcast. He crazy.
I don't give a damn what to go. As long as he keep on giving us 10 plus sacks a year, shit. Man.
I got to see like another. I feel like another issue. Like while we talking about the defense, another issue for me is that we need a one tech. Now we did
Yeah.
get Jay Toya, and they're looking for like Mozzie to take that step this year, but I don't know.
I
I
said
think
his
I think
ass
we need to
too.
go get a vet. I think we need another run stopper. You let your best run stopper in DeMarcus go, well, he went to Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let him go to Seattle. He was probably one of our best run stoppers. So
He was
I,
our best,
yeah,
honestly.
he was pretty much our best run stopper. So
I think whatever we see out of training camp and whenever we come from Oxnard and we see the preseason games, I think before the season start, we'll go sign a veteran one tech.
one tech. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We
I,
need it for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
We need it for sure. But I mean, that's pretty much all I had. Like I said today,
Damn. Oh, fast ass show. I want to stay on some
man,
more.
we've been out here for a whole hour. We done gave
For
the folks
real?
a whole hour. It's an hour. We've been out here for an hour. We gave
Oh,
people an
yeah.
hour.
Boys got to go to bed. I got to go back to bed. Shit, that long
You finna
clock.
go to bed.
Hell yeah.
But
Damn, dog. I'm excited though, man. You know,
I'm excited too. I'm ready for it, man.
I
We
ain't gonna hold
less
y'all.
than 100 days away from football. I'm ready for some football. I don't care. Like I can watch anything right now. Give me the Jets versus the Browns. Give me. I don't care who I'm. I just want to see some football.
Nah, when that first preseason game come on, I don't give a damn. Like during the what's that, the Hall of Fame game. I don't care who playing,
Wait,
bro. I'm tuning
wait,
in.
what your mama talk about? Just hearing them goons' name got me excited. What you know about some goons?
That's probably Sean on her shit.
Oh, that's Sean.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm about to say, what she know about some goons? Some YN.
it's a YNs, you know what I'm saying? We got on our shiesties out here, man.
Man, listen, your mama a fool on here today. There better be Sean on that account.
That's Sean, dog. Sean over there.
Okay, Sean. Okay.
Yeah,
Pass.
that's Sean. That's
Your
Sean.
mama get a pass. But that's all. That's pretty much all I have, y'all. Like I said, y'all will be seeing more of me. I got a lot more time to dedicate to YouTube. So I appreciate everybody getting on the stream today. If you're not subscribed to the page, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you get those likes up. The likes is gonna push us into the algorithm. Like I said, y'all gonna be seeing a whole lot more of me. I realized this 4 o'clock time is a time that y'all really like. So we probably gonna be popping in more at 4. And then of course, I think I'm gonna start popping in on the morning on y'all. Y'all want a morning show? It's gonna be just me on here talking, but I might give y'all some morning content. I'm gonna see how that's gonna look.
Hey,
Test it out and see how it's gonna look.
what we talked about yesterday on the phone about college. You gonna let them know now? You gonna hold
Yeah.
on?
Oh, yeah. So thank you for reminding me. See,
You
that's why
know
you
what
the
I'm saying?
co-host. Thank you
That's
for
what
reminding me.
I'm
But your girl, I'm already trying to brand myself as your football girly. So I am gonna be tapping into college. So if you like college football, make sure you hit the subscribe button for that too. I will be covering the SEC. That's where I'm gonna start it. So if you're a Texas fan, Alabama fan, who else over there? What's
LSU.
LSU, Mississippi. If you those fans, like tap in. I will be covering the SEC. So this won't just be like a Dallas Cowboys channel.
Yeah.
Like Cowboys is gonna be my main content, but I'm gonna be talking about more NFL stuff. And like I said, if you are a college football fan, tap in. We're gonna be doing a whole lot more of those live streams this year. I will be covering those teams. So like
Yeah, man. Tap in with that girl, man. She
tap
tried to sneak
in.
out of here without mentioning that, man. You
I
know what I'm
forgot. I
saying?
low key forgot. I low key forgot.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah.
you reminded me. So yeah, if y'all love college football, make sure y'all tap in. There will be some college football content on
Yeah.
this channel as well. But I appreciate everybody
For
for
the horns,
tapping
baby.
in with
You
us. Y'all
know.
getting in those comments. We love when y'all interact with us. We like when y'all get in the comments. Y'all make whatever y'all predictions are. We love that as well. So we appreciate y'all being here. Like I said, y'all will be seeing more of me. Probably not. Probably I'm not gonna probably do nothing this week, but next week just be on the lookout. It's gonna be a lot of content next week. So
Yeah.
again, appreciate y'all being here. If you're not subscribed to the page, go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. And y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Go to happy hour. It's still kind of early. You
Yeah.
know.
Get that hate out your blood, Terrence. You know what
Oh,
I'm
and
saying?
before I get out of here, because we huge.
Jessica.
We sports fanatics over here. Who you got for game 4 tonight? Pacers versus OKC. Who you got?
Indy.
I think
I
I ain't gonna lie
told
to
you,
you.
man.
If Indiana win tonight, I think the series is over.
It's a wrap. It's
It's
a
a wrap. They
wrap.
win tonight, series is over. So this is gonna be a must win for OKC tonight. So
Yeah, Indy gonna run them boys out the gym. They keep that same pace up. They
if you a OKC fan, it's scary hours for y'all right now. It's a
yeah,
must win.
scary
It's a
Terry,
must
baby.
win. It's a must win for y'all.
Yeah.
John Jones said OKC. I don't know,
I
John.
don't know,
It's
John.
hard to win in Indy. It's hard
Yeah.
to win in Indy. We gonna see though. I
And
got
they deep. They run they bench is deep. They
yeah.
team is deep.
They
So
look
they gonna
good.
they gonna be fresh.
It's crazy. So, but yeah, that's my prediction for tonight. I think
Who you got?
Indiana. I got Indiana.
Okay,
I got
okay.
the Pacers. But if the
Oh,
Pacers
you
win
coming
tonight,
all
I
over
think
the
the
dark
series,
side.
yeah, series. Because I gotta say this before we get out here. I just feel like OKC need to be humble. I'm sick of OKC right now. They need to be humble. Everybody picked them. Nobody picked the Pacers. I'm always gonna root for the underdog. So I think. I think tonight Pacers win at home. I think series is over. It's hard to come back from 3-1. It's
Yeah.
only been one team in the whole entire NBA to do it, and that was LeBron James. The only one.
LeBron James.
The only one.
I'm like Boosie daughter. I told y'all. I told y'all.
They were the only ones to do it. You know, the Rockets tried to
Indy,
do it.
man.
We can't even do it. You know, we took the Warriors to game 7 and we couldn't complete it. So, like I said, they go down tonight. I think the series is over. But like again,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here and we are gonna see y'all next week. I'm gonna be on here next week. I'm gonna
Go
try
Cowboys, man. Hook 'em.
I'm gonna
You know
try
what
some of
I'm
this
saying?
morning content. So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
let y'all later. See y'all.